You guys will not believe what just happened. Take a deep breath. Channel is your girl crys.marie, and if you're new, welcome. If you haven't already, subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. As you can see from the title, this is pretty much a let's talk about it video, me giving you my truth, how it's been during this whole move. And without further ado, let's get started. You guys would not believe what happened. So I actually recorded this video 45 minutes ago, and I was editing it, and I went to go take a shower really quickly, and the whole video got deleted. So here's my second attempt. So oh, that really hurts. So starting with the video, I was just like ranting a bunch of things, and I have to remember to look here, not here. Got my Air Force shirt on. Oh, shit. Oh. Got my Air Force shirt on. I was trying to show you guys because I showed it in the other video. So, diddle-daddling because that video was like fire, and now I have to like recreate it, and it's kind of hard. So I'm just gonna pretty much tell you guys, I wanted to make this video because I feel like, here we go. I wanted to make this video, and I'm sorry about the lighting and my big ass forehead. Girl, focus. I wanted to make this video because I feel like when I personally was looking up online for like milso tags or anything about pretty much where I can go for help with this move and like what to expect and stuff, there was no videos like what I'm about to show you. Not about to show you, but what I'm about to like give you. So Merry Christmas to all those milsos that are looking for this video and looking for something like this. Merry Christmas, girl. Your girl got you. I tried to blow dry my hair yesterday, and like, if you know me, my hair is naturally curly, and like it didn't even do this back home. Like, the climate here is so different. This is why I told myself I'm just gonna wear my hair curly from now on. So relax. So I'm gonna start off, the last thing I left you guys off was the move. Last time I made a video before showing you our home. Was it before or after? I can't remember. But I remember telling you guys that we were getting our things by Saturday or Sunday. So the lady that I spoke to ended up calling me again to let me know that the driver actually changed his route. Oh, this is better. Oh, yeah. The driver actually changed his route because he thought that he was just bringing our stuff to a storage, and he already changed everything, so we weren't able to get our stuff sent to us. So she told us Monday, the latest, would be 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So me and my airman figured, you know what, whatever, we'll sleep on the floor, because we checked out on Sunday. So we ended up sleeping on the floor that night, and we actually ended up sleeping on the floor the next night too. I'll get into that. And it was pretty insane. You know, my husband, he's such a godsend. He put clothes down and everything to make me feel comfortable, but you know, I try not to show him I was uncomfortable. He knew. And so yeah, and we ended up calling them. It was like 1 o'clock. We still didn't know what was going on. She said the driver would call us the night before. We didn't get no phone calls. We called her. She forwarded us to the manager. It was just a bunch of miscommunication, and they ended up telling us we weren't gonna get our things till Wednesday. And you know, my airman was like, no, like I have my wife here sleeping on the floor, like if that's not happening. And dude, seriously, you see that I'm making a video and you still don't even care. So Cooper, you're still in the way. You know that, right? I'm just gonna have to record like this because he's not going anywhere. So pretty much they ended up telling us we were getting our stuff. Can you go over there? Our stuff on Tuesday. They told us 8 o'clock in the morning. I think it was like 10 o'clock in the afternoon, the latest. We ended up getting our things at 1 in the afternoon, guys. Not only that, the workers were very upset. And when they delivered our stuff, if you follow me on social media, especially Snapchat, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen the snaps of me ranting. We had a few things broken. So the backwood part of our dressers, both bedroom sets, the main and the spare, there is a big hole. Cooper. The wood on top of the dresser, like the siding, is cracked right through. There's paint missing. A few wine glasses, our Harry Potter mug, a few other mugs are shattered and broken. And in my airman's industrial toolbox was upside down. One of the wheels broke, it won't lock, and a lot of tools are missing. He is not happy about that. That toolbox costs about anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000 that he paid for through schooling before he joined the military. So he's pissed. I would be too. We had to give in a claim and of all the damages, and they're supposed to be sending someone out here to look at all the damages, and they calculate to reimburse us for damages. I just said damages like multiple times, and it's just been, so there was that situation. Then there was a situation beforehand. So you guys, you're just gonna see Cooper coming in and out of this video because he does not want to leave me alone, and I don't know. I have his toys all here because in the first video that I made for this, he was like running around and shit, and he was like demolishing this one. I have all the big toys, and he wants one of them. So let's see how he does with this one. Go ahead, grab it. Fingers crossed, everyone. So before we got here, there was a couple things that I left out in the other videos of us moving here and the home. I didn't want to ruin the vibe that I had with those videos I made for you guys. But again, like I said, this is an upfront video for those who are just joining into the military family or just want to know what I'm going through. This is me being as real as it gets. It has been pretty hard. So with the money we had left, you know, we paid for certain things, like my credit card paid for the hotel and some food, because yes, they tell you that they pay for up to 10 days of the hotel stay, but what they don't tell you is that you actually have to pay for that. They reimburse you after, and your reimbursement doesn't come until like weeks or so after paperwork is filled out. Now, me and my airman got married after tech school, so a lot of the paperwork is like not even completed still. His orders are still not amended, and when I mean amended, meaning my name is not put on them. His pay is still as if he were single, so his pay hasn't increased yet. and we're just waiting for everything to get to where it needs to be, and it's just been hard. Now for some milsos, they did get married during I was gonna say BHA, BMT graduation week or during tech school. Then some of them did get a little bit lucky, and that's hence why there's not many videos like the one I'm making right now. So it's been difficult. We signed up for BHA when we first got here at the hotel, to find out that there was absolutely not one. My dog just farted really loud, and I wish I could have like had something on this phone to enhance it so you guys would have heard that, because it sounded like a bee buzzing around. Anyways, we signed up for BHA once we got here, and I want to say like a week before we actually came here, we were notified that there was no homes on the base for us, no hotels, and the dog the dog hotel that we were going to put Cooper in to help us out a bit was completely booked. So there was nothing on the base for us, because if you guys remember, which I'm pretty sure you do, there was that storm in Florida. The Air Force Base in Florida got completely evacuated and they all came up. So our Air Force Base happened to be completely booked, which made it harder for us. So not only were we at a hotel off base, we had our dog with us, and all the food was out of pocket, which if we were on base, we would have been able to go to the commissary, and like a waiver thing. I don't know what they were explaining to us, but pretty much everything was out of pocket for us. So food was going, money was going. And what kind of screwed us over that I still feel bad to this day is that when I turned in my car before we came with one car. Even though I only had my car for a good week, or not even, for probably like 4 days out of that month, they still had to charge me the full insurance. So they took $300 out of my check, which if I would have known that, I would have stayed at work one more week just to like help. Even though it was like pushing it was really close to us traveling, I wouldn't have cared, because that would have saved us. That would have saved us right now, actually, that extra check, because I was getting paid good. But it sucked, and there was nothing I can do about it. And then my airman had to pay to turn on his car. Oh my God, I'm just thinking about my best friend because she makes fun of me when I say turn on. When I say turn on, I mean to insure the car back. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm still gonna say turn on. So he had to pay to get his car back insured and pay the insurance and registration again. So that took money too. And he was getting paid tech school pay. Tech school pay, BMT pay is not the same pay as what he's getting now. So keep that in mind. And it was pretty difficult. So we're dealing with that. We budgeted our money like perfectly. I made sure to buy a bunch of like good snacks, like not that junk food snacks, like junk for him, but like also good snacks that would fill us up on the way. We only stopped 3 times for gas. I mean, you guys saw my other video. We did pretty good. It was just getting here is what screwed us up because we were off base. So when we got this place, we had to put a security deposit plus the first. We had to put, if you guys hear Cooper's jingling, we had to put a down payment for the light. Now the military gives us waivers to waive the down payment for light bills, water bills, all that stuff. However, in the little, because we're in a small town, like we're literally in a country, there's cotton fields, there's tobacco fields. I mean, if you follow me on Snapchat, you've seen videos of me driving, not me driving, my airman driving, and I'm recording like a bunch of scenic land and, you know, but in the, I guess it goes by the area you're in or the addresses, we have to use a certain light company, and that light company isn't military discount friendly, which a lot of stores out here are not, because the base is normally where everyone goes when they come here. No one's normally off base living. They're usually on the base. So people were kind of shocked when we were on base. Off base, especially the realtors. When we got the house, they were kind of like, what? But you know, we explained the base is completely booked. There's nothing we can do. And hence why we had to pay all this money out of pocket. And it sucks because I'm homesick. I'm still homesick, and we're having a rough start. And you know, I feel bad because I tell my husband, like, I never blame him, because it's not his fault. You know, he's doing the best he can, and I love him for that. But it just sucks because no one warned us of this possibility of happening, and I wish they would have told us ahead of time. I want to say my airman was out of tech school for a good 2.5 weeks before we actually left. That was enough time for me to stay. I could have stayed at work 1 more week at least. I could have looked up apartments, housing, if we knew this. I mean, I'm sure they knew by the time he was out of tech school that there was no housing available. And I wish they would have told us, because again, I would have looked into the houses to go look at first thing the next day when we got here, and found out how much our BHA was worth. And we would have been able to stay at that hotel 2 days, 3 days tops, instead of 7 days. 7 days is a lot of money. And granted, yes, we get reimbursed. And if you're new into the military family, I'm pretty sure you're thinking that, like, oh, but they put you in a hotel and you get reimbursed up to 10 days. You still have to pay for it out of pocket, and it takes a while for all your reimbursements to come back. You get reimbursed for a lot of things. You get reimbursed for hotel stay, you get reimbursed for mileage, and you get reimbursed if you travel with a spouse or kids. But it just all takes time. Another thing is sign-on bonuses. Don't expect that your airman is going to get his or her sign-on bonus right away. I gotta keep telling my airmen, stop thinking like that, because it's gonna take some time. It's a lot of money all coming in at once. Backup pay, you know, for him not getting the right pay that he's supposed to be getting already. That's backed up pay. So, you know, it's all gonna come in one big cluster, but it's also gonna take a lot of time. So we've been dealing with that. Another thing is, we have a bank account. We're slowly transitioning from the bank that I used to work at, because they don't have no banks out here, to USAA. We have a joint account. We put money in there for situations like this, and they froze the account because they need proof that I am my airman's last name. So with that, my new social security card got sent to my mom's apartment, and then she sent it to me. But the way that the mail works out here is, if you get a huge envelope or packages, they will not leave it in your mailbox or in your front door. You have to go to the post office to pick it up. I have about 5 to 6 post offices, 5 to 6 post offices in my area. I have to figure out which one. We're going tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Saturday. I don't know when you guys will be seeing this video. We're going tomorrow to go look for my package, so that way I can get my social security card. Another thing is, it's just, there's a whole list of things that have been happening. And again, I just want to be real and upfront, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's been through this, or I'm not the only one who's going to be going through this. And this is for educational purposes. I would hate for someone else to go through what I'm going through. Guys, seeing the huge yard we have, they have still not put up the gate. I don't know what's going on. I can't leave my dog out there because with finding out that he's deaf, that would be a whole nother video I'm going to make for you guys. Once we take him to the vet and get him neutered, I'm going to make a whole vlog on that. I don't want to discuss anymore because it is touchy for me, but with finding out that he's deaf, and I just don't want to leave him in that yard, you know, not knowing anything. If I scream his name, he doesn't respond. So I tried raking with my airman because there's so much leaves. We have so many trees. You guys saw how big that yard was. And I end up getting a really bad allergic reaction to my ankles and my legs. And if you follow me on Snapchat, again, you've seen this. And I couldn't go to the hospital because my insurance that I was paying for through my job cut me off because I'm no longer working through my company. And TRICARE hasn't hit because my airman's orders have not been amended. And when I say amended again, it's me put on there with saying that I'm his wife. I say again because I don't know if I've already mentioned this. I mentioned it in the other video. So it's been very stressful. I've had multiple breakdowns. I haven't really told my friends or what's been going on, and I'm sure if any of you guys are watching this, I love you. It's just sometimes you gotta figure things out on your own, and I'm not one to ask for help. I love to help others, so it's been so difficult for me to ask for any help. I ended up having to ask my mom to borrow a few dollars, and it felt so weird. And I know that's my mom and you shouldn't feel weird, but again, I don't ask for money. I don't ask for help, and it just felt awkward. And it's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. And this video again is not to discourage anyone who's coming in. Ooh, girl. What the fuck happened there? All right, guys, sorry, my phone was acting glitchy. You didn't see it, but I saw it. So I want to make this quick because it's getting dark and I'm by the bay window. But I just wanted to make this video not to discourage anyone, is to just say that things like this happen, and it sucks that they don't prepare you for this. You know, I feel like if we would have been on base, our situations would have been different. We would have had that extra family there to help us out. We would have had the wipes or something to like help us with things that we don't have. You know, we don't have utensils. I mean, we have like 2 forks and 2 spoons. That's it. And an offset spatula because I was not getting rid of that. We don't have pots and pans. We don't have plates. We don't have cups. I have a few mugs, a water bottle, and that's it. And we don't even have blinds. Like, as you can see, all my windows, I can't even point. None of my windows have blinds. We're having a rough start, and it sucks. It sucks. And I know it's gonna get better. I know it's gonna get better, but right now it just sucks. Just one thing after another, and just dealing with all this. And you know, my airman, he's gone from 6 o'clock in the morning. He gets home by 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 7. And I hang out with him for a couple of days, couple hours, and then repeat. And I love him, and I try not to show my emotions in front of him because I don't want him to ever think it was his fault, because it's not. You know, he didn't even know this was going on. And again, just one of the things I wish they would have done was told us ahead of time about the whole Floridians up here and the whole situation, because now, December 1st, they have a house ready for us, and we already signed a year lease with them here. So there's nothing we can do. So after a year lease is up here, we're gonna go look at houses on the base unless we get stationed somewhere else. And I just have to get used to this lifestyle because I'm not used to things, you know, not planned and having the resources and knowing where to go. And I don't like I feel like a sitting duck. And I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And I think I'm gonna call this like a series, like Diary of a Milso. I can start this like a little mini series on my channel. I don't know. But like, because I'm pretty sure like this is just the beginning. I'm sure eventually I'll be fine. Just right now I'm like, yeah. My phone keeps falling. Oh. Are we gonna stay? Are we gonna stay? We're gonna stop acting up? Yeah? Okay. So, with that being said, because we're off base, no one on the base knows that we're struggling, and my airman finally put his pride aside and he told his boss what's going on. And I kid you not, you guys, they literally like, my dog, he sees someone outside, so he's like going super crazy. I don't know if this is gonna focus. Let's see. So my airman got sent home yesterday with a full tank of gas and 8 bags of food, and I'm just beyond grateful. Again, I don't ask for help. I try, and the food that we've been eating has been either microwavables or oven safe. And like, again, we don't have dishes or anything, so we're trying the best we can. It's canned goods and it's junk that like you shouldn't really be eating, but you're gonna eat anyway because you don't want to go to bed in a full empty stomach. So it's been pretty tough, and you know, I've been trying to stick it out. Every morning I get up, make my husband something to eat, make his lunch, put a little love note in there, and I just thankful that I'm alive, honestly. Count my blessings, because it could be worse. There's people have worse situations. I understand that. It's just, it's been hard. It's been really hard. And there's something called Airman's Attic. If you don't know about it and you're new to military family, this is something that you really want to look into. Especially, ooh, I did not focus. There we go. Oh, sorry. Especially if you don't have anything. They specialize in helping families that are coming new into this, that don't have anything. And I think it's a really great organization, again, especially if you don't have anything. So today my airman grabbed a couple bowls and plates just to hold us off until we actually buy our own sets, and then we're going to donate the stuff back. He grabbed 1 pot and 1 pan because that's all we need. We're going to donate it back. We eventually are getting new couches, and we're actually going to donate these old couches. They're not old, they're still new, but we figured with having Cooper, and he's shedding a lot because he's stressed, he's in a whole new environment, this is not a good couch to have. So we're going to donate. And honestly, again, if you haven't heard about it, I would advise that you ask your airman to ask his or her boss about Airman's Attic. It's a great organization. If you have a lot of things before you do your move that you don't want, and you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do with it? I highly suggest you pack them up and write donate on it. And when you get to the base, I highly suggest, I wish I would have done that. I got rid of so many things. Granted, I got rid of them to people that actually are going to take care of them. But if I would have known there was something like this, I would have donated to this, because families that need it, you know. I'm just grateful for everything that's going on. I'm continuing to think positive, and I really wish my other video didn't delete. It was more in detail, but I'm just so over this topic that I'm just making this video as short as possible. It has not been easy. Again, I don't want to sugarcoat anything, because everyone's like, oh, military, you must have a lot of money, you must do this and this and that. No, it's not like that. We've had a rough start that's made me even more homesick, and I know I'm sure in a few weeks or so I'll be fine, and I'm sure I'll be okay, and you'll see a much happier Crystal in the videos. But again, I just wanted to be as authentic as I can be with myself and with you guys, letting you know that sometimes things are tough and they're not as great as you think they are for the beginning. And it's not to scare any milsos joining this new military family. It's not to scare anyone or judge anyone, or I'm not even putting the military down. It's just, this is my truth. This is what I'm going through. And again, I've searched and searched and searched videos, and I've never seen a video like this up on YouTube. And I think he sees his daddy. I think so. I've never seen videos like this on YouTube again. And I feel like, why not make this video? Because when I was looking up for videos on what to expect, you know, when moving or anything like this. Can I take this off you? You're kind of loud. Thank you. What to expect when moving or whatever with your airmen. There was nothing good, you know, it was just all great things. And I'm sure it was probably great for them, for those YouTubers that made the videos. But again, if you're new to my channel or if you've been following me, I'm the type of person that I am as real as it gets. I show you what it's like. So if, again, for educational purposes, if you can gain something from this, then I did my job. I help you out as any way possible. No way, shape, or form am I saying don't go with your airman. It's gonna suck, because again, I'm just going through a bumpy road path right now. I'm pretty sure pretty soon it's gonna be smooth sailing. I know a few people have asked me what's going on with the wedding planning, because yes, I am married to my airman. We got married in October, but our actual wedding ceremony will be in spring, summer. So with that, I've had to put a pause on it, which it hurts me, not gonna lie. It hurts me a little bit. I've had to put a pause on it, and it's okay. Things happen. But today I did look up some really cute gift ideas for my maid of honor, my bridesmaids. I have 3 altogether. And I just can't wait to put these little gifts together, because I found such a cheaper way of doing everything that I wanted to do. So I'm so excited about that. I've had to stop contacting venues. I will be contacting again, hopefully in December, next month. So, I mean, in timing, everything's going to come together. I know it is. I'm staying positive. The only bad thing is that South Carolina doesn't have fluff, and I love fluff and udder. I'm from up north, so it's like, what the fuck, South Carolina? Like, get it together. So I had a few people tell me they're gonna send me fluff, so I'm just waiting on that. Maybe I'll do a video of unboxing, but like care packages, that'll be cute. That's another thing. Like, I gave people my address, so if you're one of them that I gave you my address, you know, care packages are welcome. Just saying. But yeah, this is pretty much what's been happening in a nutshell. I will probably do a second update to this video of what's been happening since this. But yeah, again, I'm probably repeating myself because the other video was so much better than this one, but it's okay. A lot of things happen, and you can't control them, and you just got to be grateful for what you have, honestly. And I'm just grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the 32 subscribers I have on here. I'm grateful for the likes and dislikes I get on here, because it just tells me to improve better. I'm grateful for my friends, even though I feel like they don't love me no more. I'm just grateful for having a roof over my head, honestly, guys. I mean, with our stuff in here, and we realized, you know, our other apartment was pretty small. This is a big upgrade, and I'm just grateful for being alive another day. And you know, you gotta stay positive. It gets better, and I know it's gonna get better, and I'm gonna do a video when it gets better. But for those who are just joining the military family, welcome. Don't get discouraged by this video. I just want to be as real as it gets. So if you do happen to go through this, you know that you're not alone, and you know it's gonna get better. And rainbows are always created after thunderstorms. Remember that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to my channel, thanks for watching. Also follow me on my social medias. And then one more thing before I go, I had someone ask me on my Instagram where I get my gauges from. So these are actually the skin, what would you call these? I call these gummies. So this is the skin one. I usually wear my hoops inside these. So I have been going to Spencer's for years to buy my my plugs, my screw backs, all that. But then I started following someone, the owner actually, from Plug Your Holes. I'm actually friends with him on Instagram, and I haven't stopped ordering from them since. So I will definitely leave the website down below. I'll try to make it a link, but I'm not sure how to do that. So I'll just leave it down below. It's www.plugyourholes.com. I mean, this guy is amazing. I've been buying from him since day one. So definitely, this is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to answer questions. If you see me with my gauges, that's who I've been ordering from. I don't order from Hot Topic or Spencer's anymore. I strictly go to him. And yeah, until next video, guys, I definitely want to do a video on Cooper's situation. It's just right now, it's kind of touchy for me still, and I'm gonna get going because it's starting to get dark and the lighting here is starting to suck.